Okay, so we've got Dedekind chart, which says you got F. Trying to figure out when F changes from concave up to concave down or the other way around. So either change would cause a point of inflection on F. Okay, big warning. No one ever has trouble noticing that we don't have a graph of F, so we can't just look at F. But I do have people thinking we should go look for F prime. But if we don't have a graph of F prime, we cannot determine F prime increasing or decreasing without a graph. So we can do a sign chart of F double prime. So this is what we want to do on problem 42. Please, Christian.
So for this one, what did I do? I just looked at the answers. Like, it's definitely not the right way, but I plugged in numbers before 3, and also it's kind of like what we did last time. I plugged in numbers before like 3 and 6, and I just found out when it went from like negative to positive, and I got D. I don't know if that's the right answer.
Compliments to you, 2 points. That's really, you did a very smart thing given what information you had. No, really. You want to make sure you learn the sign chart method, which you hadn't learned yet, so that's not your fault. Because on the written section of the test, there's no way to just guess it. On the multiple choice, that was a smart thing to do, it really was. So using the sign chart method, it goes pretty fast. I want a sign chart of F double prime. And F double prime is given, and F double prime is already factored. So I simply list the factors of F double prime. This factor will equal 0 when X is 0. Otherwise, this factor is always positive. X minus 3 will equal 0 at X equal 3. Over here, when X has negative values, this will be negative. Over here, positive. Then we have X minus 6. So 0, negative, then positive. Wave if you want me to give more detail on that. Just wave at me. And then F double prime is simply these 3 factors multiplying together. So the sign chart for F double prime would be 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, positive here, positive here, negative here, positive here. So there are only 2 places where F double prime is changing from positive to negative or vice versa. And so this is the first hit. Wade, if you want me to talk through that again. So are you okay with these 3 rows?
Yeah, I
Awesome.
still get like F double prime. Like, what are you doing to all 3? Like multiplying all 3 of those sides together?
Let me see it a different way and see if this helps. What I'm really doing is I'm really doing what really doing what Christian did. Really doing what Christian did. I'm thinking to myself, if I took a very negative number and plugged it in for X, what would the result be? But rather than doing it all here, I just do it separately. And so I've already figured out that this will be positive, this will be negative, and this will be negative. So when those 3 factors multiply together, negative times negative is positive, multiplied by a positive would give a positive result. So I now know that when X has a very negative value, the value of f double prime, this formula will be positive. With that. And I just keep checking it. When I come over here to x equals 0, this factor has a value of 0. I've already figured out that this factor will have a negative value, and this factor will also be negative, so when they multiply, the f double prime value is 0. So that's how I get the entire chart for f double prime. Then I just interpret what I'm looking at here.